13 centuries have been passed since Battle of Karbala, a war that was fought in the scorching plain of Karbala in Iraq, became a symbol of resistance across the world, and it still continues to live in the hearts of millions of people. But what makes that battle uh, so significant? Why is that people still mourn over the event they never witnessed in person? They feel it in their heart. Uh, because the battle was never about between one group or another group. It was never about the battle to win any cause, to succeed in any cause. This was the battle that was between right and wrong, oppressor and the oppressed, truth over falsehood, uh, political convenience over moral legitimacy. And this was meant to become a reason that would go on to become a symbol of uh, uh, a moral success for the people, for the people around the world. This war could have been avoided, could have been prevented, had Imam Hussain given allegiance to Yazid over his succession. The Yazid demanded that the other had already accepted his authority, but Imam Hussain did not, because it did not follow the rules, the previous rules, which were prevalent, led by the first caliph after the death of Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him. The first caliph was chosen through consultation. But here, uh, all the next requirements were not being implemented. The people would be forced, and because he was he succeeded his father. I mean, he was appointed by his father out of whims, out of choice, not through consultation, which Islam does not believe in. Islam believes that the leadership, any leader, must be chosen through consultation, through the what the public want, what the people demand, who people want their leader. So here the nothing was followed through. So Imam Hussain did not give allegiance. He did not accept. So it was, the war was all about the moral legitimacy between convenience and rightfulness. Imam Hussain simply wanted that whoever comes, I mean, they never desired for any authority, for any political power. Imam Hussain just wanted that what the people wanted. They did not want a hereditary leadership. They wanted a leadership should be based on the popular support. What people didn't want. That Yazid, his reign was marked by complete controversies. He was authoritarian leader. He was a leader who believed in that I must rule, and I have to impose my rules over the people, and people must accept my rules, which Imam Hussain alayhi salam would have never accepted, because that was not the teaching given to him by our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, a grandfather of Imam Hussain. So there was no point that he would have accepted. And when he did not choose to accept, they were faced with the choices whether to accept or wage a war. And Imam Hussain did not refuse, but he never wanted to fight. He just wanted that they understand that it's not right. Imam Hussain went to the plain of Karbala. That was it was a scorching heat. It was a desert area, and they had camped there. And we know what happened afterwards. Still, the war could have been avoided. Everything would have means they would have been given life. had they accepted the authority, the condition of Yazid, but Imam Hussain or nor his companions accepted. Because Imam Hussain believed a leader should be piety, his political engagement should be considered, his moral character should be considered, his attitude, his behaviors, how he deals with the people, how he engages with the people, everything should be taken into consideration while selecting a leader. Imam Hussain did not want any political power. He did not want. Even on the day of Ashura, on the day of battle, on the day of war, when the war actually happened, Imam Hussain, he told his companions, "We are not here to fight." So Imam Hussain did not go to Karbala to fight, because primarily his fight was against wrong, against falsehood, against illegitimacy. All the companions of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, they sacrificed for the values which brought them to the plain of Karbala. Had Imam Hussain and his companions unsheathed their sword, I think enemies, the Yazid forces would have regretted even the thinking of coming to the plain of Karbala to fight grandson of Imam, Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him. They would regret it. They could not. They were not strong enough. They would not have been able to hold for an hour. Had Imam Hussain alayhi salam and his companions drawn their sword out of their sheath. If today, in the contemporary times, we have so much of lessons to draw from this war. Today we are faced with abuse of power. Anyone who has a power consider himself to be invincible, untouchable. Today we have absence of accountability. There is a social inequality, moral depravity. So much we are confronted with, we are faced with. This battle itself resonates with this very conflict, that what will you choose? Whether you will choose convenience or courage, whether you will choose political illegitimacy or what is right. Where will you find yourself when it comes to standing for truth? Will you stay silent, stay back in home when you were to stand for the right? This war teaches us these lessons. For this thing, it is remembered as one of the most victorious, enduring victories ever happened in humanity. That you are never choose wrong, never choose falsehood over what is right. When you are faced with moral choice, always choose what you feel is right, what you feel will benefit to the people. Whether dealing in your day-to-day matters. For Imam Hussain, not giving up to the authority, for his values, and all his companions, all the righteous companions, the truthful companions, what they stood for till the end, makes this war not a defeat, makes it a victory against falsehood, a victory against oppression, a victory against illegitimate authority, and fighting to end what was right. They did not want to wage a war, because that was primarily not intentions of any of the righteous individual. Imam Hussain, along with his companions, did not go into the to Karbala to wage a war. The enemies could not afford it. Had they actually gone gone for the war, gone to wage a war, enemies would have regretted. Yazid would have regretted. He could not stand to the power of Imam Hussain and all the righteous his righteous companions, Imam Abbas, Imam Qasim, everyone. Enemies could not stand before them had they actually drawn sword from out of their sheath. We can learn from the 6 months old Imam Asghar. Even he sacrificed his life in the way of Islam. Had Imam Hussain prayed to Allah for a water, there would have been rainfall. Anything would have become, the impossible would have become possible had Imam Hussain prayed to Allah that this minus 6 months old Imam Ali Asghar needs a water. And what these are showing us a mirror. These are mirror for us. Where do we stand? What are we supposed to do? Karbala, the event of Karbala is a lesson for us that never compromise your values, your principles, your ideals for a political expediency, for a short-term worldly gain. It teaches us a lesson that when Islam demands us to stand for the one who is weak and never leave his side. In the heart of that lesson lives the significance of event of Karbala. For these things, this war is still remembered by millions of people around the world, irrespective of their religious background, their sect, their race, their customs, their beliefs. Everyone remembers. Even I remember one of quotations of Mahatma Gandhi, that if I had the troop of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, I would have won the war against British within 3 hours. From the sacrifice of Imam Hussain, we as humans learn that faith is not merely a set of rituals. It's a commitment. It's a commitment to morality, to integrity, to truth, to fight, to resisting against falsehood. By his sacrifice, he teaches the humans around the world, to everyone, to all generations, all epochs, that never given to the authority when you feel that they are not at right. Never accept their authority when you feel that their leadership is missing the standards. What are the standards for right? And always stand for oppressed, even if you were to give your life for that. It's a timeless lesson. We should not just limit the Muharram, the incident of Karbala, to just mourning, that we have to mourn it, but rather carry it as a guiding light for us. And we should reflect that when those Imam Hussain alayhi salam and his righteous companions, the warriors, stood against falsehood, against oppression, how can we give in? We cannot give in. We cannot give in to the superior authority for our for our ephemeral gains. So it should instead serve as guiding to stand for, to remain committed to our integrity, to dignity. It should be serving as a moral guide for when we are faced with circumstances where there is a faced with the dilemma between right and wrong. And instead we should rather pass these days, utilize these days in that contemplation, in that reflection, that where do we stand? Will we stand to oppression when we were required to? Where will we stand for what is right, or we will remain silent and continue to face oppression, or continue to accept the illegitimate authority, because one way or the other it is serving us. They could have offered, Yazid could have offered various beneficiaries to Imam Hussain had he accepted his authority, his leadership. But he did not. He did not. But he did not give in to the superior authority over his values. He did not compromise his values, his principles, till the last. So we should, these days should be lived upon reflection. We must reflect. This will serve. This will be actually the proper utilization, the proper remembrance of the event of Karbala. If we reflect, if we see that, how would we react? What will we do?